Okay, so now I wanted to show you Gemini in Google Sheets. So I've been in, uh, I teach computer science at secondary school for those of you that are not aware what I actually teach. But I've done staff training around computing and IT for 20 years as I've been in my different roles. It's surprising how many people request training on spreadsheets. Um, so this, I think, could be a winner for people that want to use spreadsheets but find them difficult to use. So if I'll do a little demo, like I do with the other ones, to show you as well. So the idea is it helps you remove the pain. So it helps you organize. You can describe in normal language what you want to achieve, and it can then try and do it, and it can do the formulas and things like that. And you can work in plain English. You don't need to be an Excel expert or a spreadsheet expert. Sorry. Um, so I'm going to do a little live example of this so you can see. Now, I will highlight, and again, at the time of recording, this is locked behind a paywall. I've moved the wrong one. That was my free one. So you can see the difference on this one, if you didn't spot on the other one, is this Gemini button at the top. So just like the other ones, it yeah, you've got to be on the paid account for you to have access to this within the app. It doesn't mean you couldn't upload a set of data to a chat and say, can you do these things? And it can. It's about having the in-app access. So if I say here, I've got some completely fictional made up data, AI actually made this up for me, some completely fictional data. Let's imagine I didn't know how to use it, Google Sheets. I'm not a spreadsheet expert, but I want to do some analysis. So obviously I could have loads of data, but I'm keeping it quite basic for now. But so I could say in plain English here, I could say, which students do I need to target that are below average, below target? Um, can you add some colours that show this automatically? I'm trying not to use the words to lead it towards, like, it's called conditional formatting. Um, I'm trying to use words that mean it's got some kind of working out to do to see how well it works with plain English. So I will highlight at the bottom while we're waiting. It shows it's got access to the data in your sheet when you ask it questions. But you can actually add multiple sources. So what you could do is add other spreadsheets in and then basically work on it. You can add other spreadsheets in and work on it, um, work on them all together. So you can make a new spreadsheet that combines data from other spreadsheets, things like that, which is quite useful. Um, so I've applied conditional formatting, which again I didn't ask it to do, but that's the right idea. Any score that is below the target percentage for that student is now automatically highlighted. So let's see, 60. Yeah, it's working. Um, and then it's given some other suggestions that I could do. So let's try who are the top performing in the class. See if it's going to output it somewhere on the sheet, or is it going to just output it in the chat? And then we'll see if we can get it to make some kind of table visual. I'll wait for it to do this. I've purposely only given it a little bit of data to speed up the video. You could ask it to do this on a much bigger data set, but I've purposely just done it like this because I thought it was easier. So they've done it in the, yeah, it's just done it in the chat. Look, so Jasmine is the top. Oh, that's target. I thought that was average for a minute. Yeah, that's, yeah, 8,700. That's right. Yeah, so it's all correct. But the data is quite simple that I'm asking it to do. Can you produce some kind of visual diagram which updates as I add more students scores. And let's see how it gets on with this. But I think after this question, I'll stop because I think you get the idea. The idea is that it can edit the spreadsheet live, adding formulas, adding pivot tables, adding charts, adding whatever you want um, to your data, which is the bit people struggle with. You know, most people have an understanding of what they want to achieve. The only downside is it's the reliance on AI. So if it's something important, you know, we always say about AI, one of our core rules is that you can use something AI produces, but you've got to check its output. This still applies to Excel, or sorry, or Google Sheets. But if you are a non-technical, non-spreadsheet user, the checking does become more difficult. And if you are going to make a decision on something important like this, like I'm going to use this data to check who I'm going to do interventions with, for example. If it's done something wrong and you don't spot it, you're intervening with the wrong students. So we've just got to be really careful with that. I also hate that chart, but that you could obviously say I don't like that chart. It's too messy. You could ask it to, can you add an average column and just show that on the chart so it's less messy. So I've asked it two things in one question there. Still both quite basic, but hopefully that table becomes nicer because it's not got four uh, columns per chart. Although it could interpret my question that it's adding it. Oh no, I've put just show. So it should work out that I mean I only want to show that on the chart, not additionally show that on the chart. So I'll do this same thing in uh, whatever Excel. I can't remember what it's called for a minute. I'll do this with Copilot in Excel just to show you it working in both. But I think this is probably one of the more popular tools. Oh, so add sources, add update chart, verification. Yeah, that's fine. I think this is one of the more popular tools because I do know that there's a lot of people that would like to be better users of spreadsheet software, especially in education. And people do struggle with it. So it's actually writing a formula now, which is the first time I've asked it to do that actually. So it's saying if A2 is blank, average C2 to E2. It's done it right. It's worked out. It's not including the target and the average, which is great. It's done that all okay. And then it should be updating the chart, so the chart should then look better. That's exactly what I wanted. So I'm impressed with this. I think it could add a lot of value to people, but again, it's not in your plan unless you're paying additional money. So they don't give it you for free. They give us a lot for free, but the actual integration into the apps isn't currently there. The good news is at some point it will probably come to education for no additional cost because Google and Microsoft are very generous for with schools, which is great. But they make businesses pay through their teeth for a lot of these things. So if I go back to the presentation, just to highlight what I've said before. So be careful what you're putting into AI. It's always worth mentioning. Make sure you're on your signed in approved one because it does protect sensitive data a lot more. You should never put sensitive data into anything else. But I would highlight the thing I mentioned earlier that's not listed here. Um, it is more difficult to verify the output if you are using this with the absence of skills. So what I mean is, it's all well and good using Word to help you draft something that you could have written, and then when you check it, you've got your knowledge and you could have wrote it, and you can do 100% accurate check before you use it. If you're using this because you don't have the spreadsheet skills, it makes the checking and verifying very difficult. So just take that with more care. And if it's something that's really important in terms of data and a decision you're making from it, do make somebody that's comfortable with spreadsheets to have a look through and check that the formulas are right and things like that. But that is Gemini in Google Sheets, data without tears. So I'm going to go on now and do a similar video in Microsoft with Excel. Thanks.